One weekend in the August of 2001, I had a really bad weekend of sickness, diarrhoea and backache. So I went to the GP and said, what's going on? And the first tests came back with, we don't know. And then it happened the following weekend, and tests came back saying, you need to go to the doctors, you need to go to the hospital. The very nice doctor came in, sent me up for some scans, and came back saying that they thought I'd got something called polycystic kidneys. When I was first diagnosed, it was all very much in a rush, so the consultant was very keen just to put me straight on haemodialysis, which they knew they could get, and they could bring things under control straight away. I stayed on the haemo for about 3 months, and by the end of that time they had worked out that I could go on CAPD. I wasn't on CAPD itself for very long, just again about a couple of months. And by then they decided that it would be possible for me to go on an overnight machine. And I was a bit dubious at first because I thought the idea of the motor running all night and all the rest of it. But then I weighed up the advantages of not have to worry about where I was all day, every day, and could just forget about it through the day and get on with the life. I've been on APD now for 2¼ years, and I find it quite straightforward. The training was fairly simple in the hospital, and then shown how to do it all. And the nurse came over at home and we went through some things. The machine does make a bit of noise, but I got used to it very quickly. Doesn't disturb my wife. I actually do genuinely forget that I am a dialysis patient pretty well every day. So I think I live almost as natural a life as anybody could do. Then Jesus called his disciples to him and said, I have compassion on the crowd, because they have been with me now 3 days and have nothing to eat. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. If someone was to ask me about going on dialysis, I think the first thing that I'd have to say is that I understand that the news is quite shocking when you first get it, but that my experience of the treatment itself is considerably better than I had expected. That I feel well, that I am mobile, I'm still at work, I've even got married. And so life is still very good. I have done quite a lot of travel, and the most significant piece of that is a visit to visit my stepson in New Zealand for 3 weeks. The airline was very, very good, and they offered to take the machine at no charge, and Baxter made sure there was all the fluid that I needed in the place that I was going to. And I've done several other trips as well within the UK, where again the fluid has been delivered. One change I've made is actually to get an estate car so that I can put everything that I need for a short stay and take it with me. At the moment, I'm quite happy to carry on as I am. I am on the list for a transplant, and I carry the little buzzer from the hospital around. But I don't live thinking about when I'm going to get a transplant. I just carry on taking each day as it comes, and being grateful for being as well as I am.